Hey everyone, welcome back to CAD-MEC, your hub for all things CAD, GD&T and mechanical design. I'm Yogesh, and today we're diving into a very important topic: how to avoid ambiguity in technical drawings. Whether you're designing parts or collaborating with other engineers, clarity is key. A clear drawing ensures everyone is on the same page, preventing costly mistakes and delays. Imagine sending a design with unclear dimensions to the shop floor. It could lead to scrapping parts, reworks and missed deadlines. So, to help you create drawings that are crystal clear, we're going to cover my top 5 tips for avoiding ambiguity. Let's be real, folks. Ambiguity in technical drawings is a recipe for disaster. We're talking about parts being manufactured incorrectly, project delays, unnecessary rework, and even safety hazards. Remember, a technical drawing is more than just a picture. It's a legal document that dictates how a part should be made. If a drawing shows a critical dimension vaguely or a tolerance is unclear, the machinist or manufacturer is left guessing. They might get lucky, but more often than not, it leads to costly mistakes. Nobody wants to be the one explaining why a project is over budget and behind schedule because of an ambiguous drawing. So before you send your next design off to production, make sure it's crystal clear. Our first tip is all about being crystal clear with your dimensions. And when I say clear, I mean leaving absolutely no room for interpretation. Don't rely on someone scaling your drawing or making assumptions. Give them the exact numbers they need. Always dimension from a known datum or a clearly defined edge. This creates a consistent reference system for all your measurements. Avoid redundant or conflicting dimensions like the plague. They only create confusion. If a single dimension can convey the information, stick to that. Remember, we're aiming for clarity. Tip number 2 is all about harnessing the power of GD&T geometric dimensioning and tolerancing. Think of GD&T as the language of functional engineering. It goes beyond basic dimensions to control the form, orientation and location of features with laser precision. Instead of simply stating a dimension with a plus-minus tolerance, GD&T uses symbols and datums to define acceptable deviations clearly. GD&T might seem intimidating at first, but trust me, it's your best friend when it comes to creating unambiguous drawings. It ensures that your parts will function as intended and fit together perfectly, even with manufacturing variations. Not everything can be communicated through dimensions and GD&T alone. That's where notes and callouts come in. Use notes to specify things like surface finishes, required heat treatments, special welding instructions, or any other critical details. Be clear, concise, and use standard terminology. Remember, clarity doesn't mean cramming in as much information as possible. A cluttered drawing is just as bad as an ambiguous one. Tip number 4 is crucial. Always adhere to industry-recognized drawing standards. Think of these standards as the grammar rules of technical drawings. They ensure that your drawings are universally understood, no matter where in the world they end up. Standards like ASME Y14.5 in the US or ISO 2768 internationally provide guidelines for everything from drawing layout to symbol usage. By following these standards, you create a drawing that's consistent, professional, and easily interpreted. Stick to the established standards to ensure your drawings are clear and unambiguous. Our final tip is perhaps the simplest, yet it's often overlooked. Always review your drawings before hitting that send button. Fresh eyes can catch errors or ambiguities that you might have missed. Do a thorough self-check, carefully going over every dimension, tolerance, symbol, and note. Better yet, have a colleague review your work. They might spot something you didn't, preventing potential issues down the line. Catching a mistake during the design phase is far less costly than discovering it during manufacturing or after the part is already in use. All right, those were my top tips to eliminate ambiguity in your technical drawings. Remember, a good drawing speaks for itself, clearly, confidently, and without confusion. It's about communicating your design intent with absolute precision. If you found this helpful, give a like and don't forget to subscribe to CAD-MEC for more engineering insights every week. Got questions or want a deep dive into GD&T? Drop them in the comments below. Outro animation with channel handle at Yogesh Sahu Kadmek.